Well, that bell couldn't ring fast enough for some today as the markets suffered their worst day since May. Fears of China's second biggest property developer potentially going into default was felt globally, and the Federal Reserve meeting this week fueled investors' nerves. The Dow dropped more than 600 points, the NASDAQ more than 300, and the S&P closed down 75. For more on what set the markets falling today, we turn to Matt Sapala, the money smart guy. Matt, I want to start with the reason for today's sell-off, fears of a contagion in global markets. So why are investors so worried about something that is happening in China right now?
Well, that's the purpose of the contagion, understanding what contagion is. For the average person, they may not understand what that means, because what happens in China, what happens overseas, since the global markets are all somewhat intertwined and affecting one another, and we experienced this in 08, 09, that what goes on in other countries just might affect us right here in the United States. What happens here in the United States might affect other countries. And so now it's China's turn to experience what the United States government had to face in 08, 09.
Matt, so some argue the correction was needed, though, today after a long rally pushed stocks to record highs. Do you agree it was time?
Well, who knows? I mean, there's opportunities abound when things are so inflated in value. You know, there's opportunities where people say, you know what, this is a great time for us to buy low because we've been buying high for so long. Perhaps it might be the proper time for it. Who knows? What
happens if more bad news comes from China's real estate? How far could this impact U.S. financial markets?
Well, the hope is that the Chinese government bails out Evergrande, and speculators say, hey, they may not. So this company, who's the world's largest publicly traded real estate development and property management company, just might go into develop hundreds of thousands of people who put deposits on homes that aren't even built yet. They might lose it. And so this just might spill over. And here's the challenge with dealing with the Chinese government. There's no transparency on their end. There's transparency on the American companies, on American publicly traded companies. We don't have the same thing with the Chinese government. So it's something that a lot of people have been asking a lot for in terms of more transparency. And maybe this is a time for us to finally demand that from the Chinese government.
Well, we'll see if that happens. A big decision expected this week from the U.S. Federal Reserve. Wednesday, we should hear more. What are you anticipating in terms of what they'll do?
Of course, they're going to increase the debt ceiling and or have a government shutdown. They've done this in years past. They've shut down the government. They've always increased what the country has spent to keep the government operating. And so who knows when that resolution is going to come about. But I will say this, the debt that's continued to increase and rise. There was a hiatus of it a couple of years ago. But if that continues to rise, for those out there saving for retirement, that's indication that down the road, your taxes just might increase what you pull out from your retirement because the country has to pay that debt back.
Before I let you go, what's your advice for the average investor in terms of today's drop and any uncertainty? What should they be doing right now?
I think for the person that's out there that's already retired, you need to have a conversation with your financial professional and ask them, how do I make sure I mitigate any risk? How to minimize any potential losses I might have in exposure? Because people in retirement, they're on fixed income, Social Security, so they can't stomach any losses. That takes them years to recover. But those that have a long-term perspective, those are 10, 15, 20 years from retirement or any long-term plan to use this type of money, these are opportunities right now where the seeds of multi-millions in the future potential can be born if you are wise enough to read this play, because as the saying goes, you buy low, then sell high.
That's right. And don't look at your 401k tonight. Matt Sapala, as always, thank you very much. We'll see what tomorrow brings. You too.